and welcome to Samarog Tanking Guide. Samarog as a boss isn't hard at all on normal mode, but on CM you have limited amount of space due to spears, and boss has enormous amount of HP. So you try to take advantage of everything that is possible, including manipulating the tank mechanic. Let me quickly explain the tactics for what is new on Samarog CM mode. As you know from the normal mode, whenever a green comes, a new spear appears with the green mechanic. And because of existing spears, we don't have much space on CM mode to put the new spears. So we rotate on these markers to not to touch the existing spears while leaving the spear that comes with green behind us. So green mechanic appears, new spear comes, and you move to the next marker, that's it. On CM mode, the player who is chosen for the big green AoE won't be able to move, so instead the group moves on to the next marker. As you can understand from this, moving Samarog at the right time becomes important so you do not end up in a cramped space. So, having a single tank for Samarog will give you an advantage on space managing. So how do we tank Samarog? Samarog marks the furthest player as a tank and follows that player. So whenever a green mechanic appears, you will go to the next marker and your team will follow you when you're tanking. Every 10% Samarog goes into CC phase, and on the CC phase, Samarog stomps on the tanking player. This pink shiny indicator means you're tanking the boss, and it also means you're the target for Samarog's stomp. After CC, Samarog chooses its tank target again. In other words, tank target resets after CC. So you have to be the furthest player to Samarog as soon as that CC ends. To tank Samarog, you will need a teleport skill, such as Mechanist, Shift Signet, or Mesmer's Blink, or Tempest, Lightning Flash, etc. What is important that it needs to be quick skill. You will use these skills to teleport away as soon as that CC ends. That way you can be the furthest player as soon as possible so you can bait Samarog to choose you as his focus again. You will teleport away every 10% after CC to bait the focus of the boss. One tip I can give is that smash that teleport button when CC is about to finish. Because Samarog may focus someone else if you're late, you gotta be fast. And no one else in your group should be further away from Samarog than you. We do this with Tempest, and recently I tried this with Ham. Ham is easier when it comes to boons because Mac can just give a luck and some other boons when you're tanking far away. But I personally find Tempest easier because Tempest has this trait that gives you stability when you're overloading the elements. This trait will help you a lot with the shockwaves when you're tanking far away. When I tried this with Ham, I had a hard time dodging everything and concentrating on pulling the boss far from the group because I didn't have stability other than my F2. And since you stay far from the group most of the fight, it became tricky for me. But with Tempest, you also have Eye of the Storm, other than your overloads, as another stability. So Ham is easier when it comes to boon uptime and boons, but lacks on the stability side compared to Tempest. I know what you'll be asking. Is Ham viable here after the nerf skill? The thing is, some people cannot tolerate having 24 might when they can have 25. If you're one of them, you won't be happy with neither Tempest nor Ham here. But let me tell you this, as long as your mech keeps auto-attacking, the distance doesn't matter, the alacrity will keep refreshing. So no problem here. The problem is with might, because to be able to keep the might up, you need concentration. And since they nerf the distance your mech can benefit from your stats, your mech will have low amount of concentration, hence keeping the might up can be a trouble. To manage that, you can put classes that gives group might to your subgroup. With Tempest, you will struggle with giving alacrity because most of the time you will be far away from the group. Here we have an Alac DPS mech on my subgroup who supports me with alacrity and might. So that's basically how we manage the boons. I also have a video doing this with him. You can try this tactic with other classes, but when you're choosing the player who'll do this duty, I don't recommend choosing a class who can bring a lot of CC to the table, because simply they won't be able to utilize that CC when they're getting CC'd. With both Mac and Tempest, I used Minstrel Gear with Monk Runes. I usually use Giver as a stat when it comes to support classes, but I wanted to give my team a little bit more time to CC, so I wanted that extra HP Minstrel Gear gives, but it shouldn't come to that. Your group should be CCing faster. Lastly, when the boss is phasing, just when the ad is about to die, you need to go further back before it dies to manipulate the focus of Samarog, and always try to give your team space to move. If you need to go 2 markers ahead, just do that. Because sometimes CC and green AoE overlaps, you may think that you'll have time to move on to the other marker, but they might just overlap, and then you might just end up in a cramped space and your group will have a hard time. And this is all there is to tanking Samarog. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Hopefully this tactic will help you to clear Samarog CM easier. Next video will be about the same tactic but with Ham, and after that I'll share a video about ad managing for Mursat. We sometimes use a player who manages the ads throughout the fight on Mursat CM, and ads can be a big factor to wiping on CM on Mursat because they do a lot of damage when they explode. But ad managing tactic will bring different results depending on how much group DPS you have. So it's kind of a situational tactic. I also want to thank to my patrons, Robin and Tommy. Tommy, I couldn't write to you yet. I'm so sorry, but I promise I will soon. Thank you so much for your support. I got a new job on January, so everything has been so hectic, and I can't believe it's been 2 months. Time flies. I had some videos on the pipeline, but now I'm used to my schedule, so I'm completely back. When it comes to online content, your support is everything, so if you enjoy my content, please subscribe and stay with us. If you guys want to support me mentally, comment down below. I do read all your comments, and some of you just make my day, and it's just everything. If you also like to donate and chip in, you can use the Patreon link on my banner. See you guys soon!